In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a YouTube thumbnail in Glorify AI step by step in the simplest way possible. We'll start with a picture that has a person in it, add a background, some text, and a few design touches to make it stand out. And stick around because I'll show you a small tweak near the end that can instantly make your thumbnail pop, even if you're not just a designer or just a beginner. Alright, let's get started. So I already have my picture with a human ready, and I also have my background image. This will be the base for our thumbnail, but remember, your thumbnail design really depends on the style or theme that you're going for. It could be bright and bold for entertainment or minimal and clean for tutorials. It's totally up to you. And here's something that you might not know. The style that you choose can directly affect your click-through rate. I'll explain why after we set up the basics. So first, inside Glorify AI, I'll start a new project. I'll choose the YouTube thumbnail size, which is 1280 by 720 pixels. This is the perfect size because it's what YouTube recommends, and it makes sure that your thumbnail looks sharp and doesn't get cut off anywhere. Now let's bring in the background image. I'll upload my background here from my computer. And once it's in, I'll set it as the background. And in Glorify, you just right click or use the option that says set as background so it fills the entire canvas. The background is super important because it's what sets the tone of your thumbnail. If it's too busy, it might distract from the text or main subject. If it's too plain, it might not catch people's attention. In just a moment, I'll show you a quick way to make any background instantly look more professional without using Photoshop. And for this design, I'm going for something simple but bold so that my text will really stand out later. Next, I'm going to add my picture that has a person in it. I'll upload it the same way as the background, but this time, I won't set it as the background, but instead I'll just drag it into the canvas. And now I'll resize it to whatever that I like. So I usually make sure the person's face is clearly visible and takes up a good portion of the thumbnail because faces tend to grab attention on YouTube. And also, do you think thumbnails with people perform better than thumbnails without them? I'll give you the answer after we add our text. If you want, you can even remove the background of the human picture in Glorify, which helps blend it nicely with the main background. And once that's done, let's add some text. I'll go to the text option and choose Add Heading. And for me, I'm going to type very easy because I want people to know right away that this tutorial is beginner friendly. I'll align it to the text to the center, then resize it so it's big enough to read even on a small screen. And remember, thumbnails are tiny when people see them on mobile devices, so the text needs to be bold and clear. For the font, I'm changing it to Anton. It's a strong, blocky font that's easy to read at a glance. Fonts like this are perfect for thumbnails because they pop out instantly. And just wait, I'm going to show you a small shape trick in a second that makes text impossible to miss. Now to make the text stand out even more, I'm going to add a shape and then I'll choose a simple square shape and place it behind my text. I'll rotate it just slightly so that it looks a little more dynamic. Straight shapes can look nice, but a tiny angle makes it feel more energetic. I'll adjust the color of the shape so it contrasts with both the background and the text. This little trick, adding a contrasting shape, is one of the easiest way to boost your click-through rate. And in just a second, I'll show you how to use it for multiple text layers without redoing all the work. Next is I want to add another text element. So instead of creating it from scratch, I'll just duplicate it to the first text that I made. Duplicating it helps me keep the same style, font, and size so it's faster and keeps the design consistent. I'll change the duplicated text to say managing business because this will be my second main phrase. I'll position it under or near the first text so it feels like the part of the same message. And here's the best part. We're about to add a third text layer that creates curiosity and looks visually balanced. Now for the last part, I'll select both the shape and the text that I just created, duplicate them together, and then change the text to say, with only 10 days. Duplicating both at the same time saves me from redoing the alignment and styling. I'll just adjust the position so it fits nicely into the thumbnail without covering important parts of the image. This line is what makes people click because they see in trial for 10 days and they instantly want to know like what trial and what's happening in those 10 days. That's the power of curiosity in your design. And before I'm done, I'll zoom out and check the overall thumbnail. I'm looking to see if the text is readable, if the colors pop, and if the human in the image is clearly visible. And also, I'll give you a quick tip. If you can still understand the thumbnail when it's the size of your phone's notification icon, you've nailed it. And remember, that question earlier, do thumbnails with people perform better? The answer is yes, most of the time. Faces create human connection, which can increase clicks, but only if they're clear and expressive. And that's it. A complete YouTube thumbnail made and glorify AI. We started with a background, added our human picture, placed our text, and used shapes to make it pop. With just a few simple steps and a couple of small tricks, you can create professional looking thumbnails that stand out and make people curious enough to click. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more easy tutorials, and let me know in the comments what kind of designs you want me to show next. And in the next video, I'll share a hidden glorify feature that completely changes how your thumbnail looks, so you won't want to miss that out. Okay? See you on the next one.